Hello and welcome to Portugal and the Montemor-O-Velho High Performance Centre for the International Canoe Federation's first Sprint World Cup of the 2015 season. 313 athletes from 28 countries are competing in this first global test of the 2015 season. Today, we're going to be looking back at the best of the activity from the weekend. I'm Matthew Layton, so sit back and enjoy the action. As you can see, it's windy. It's just a matter of how the wind's going to blow. In the practice and the heat, it was a crosswind. Everyone hated it. But luckily, on D-Day race day, it's a good, strong tailwind. So expect very fast racing and excitement all the way. The first race we're going to watch is the canoe singles, the C1 men 1,000 metre final. And have we got some big names here? Attila Viada from Hungary, the 2008 Olympic champion, is going in lane 3, and they're off. 9 competitors racing over 1,000 metres. Here's Mark Oldershaw from Canada. Has a fast start. The particularity about Mark is he's third-generation Olympic competitor. Very rangy, number 6. It's Vincent Śliminski from Poland, really putting it out there. He looks already like a 2-horse race. In third place in the yellow tip boat, in your picture now, is Attila Viada. He says before this, it's just a training weekend. The big action starts for him in 2 weeks' time with the Hungarian trials. But Mark Oldershaw started out fast. He's really going for it. At the halfway mark, almost a length's lead from Śliminski. And in 4th position, the ever powerful Mathieu Goubel from Bougon-Somewhere in the north of France. 250 metres to go, and it looks like Oldershaw is not slacking up. However, Śliminski's starting to come back a little bit. As you can see, the last 50 metres of the race, Oldershaw's actually upping his pace. And Canada take the first gold of the weekend, followed by Poland, and Mathieu Goubel takes a well-deserved 3rd place. Confirmation of the results: Mark Oldershaw gold for Canada, Vincent Śliminski silver for Poland, and in fact Mathieu Goubel, as you see, number 7, is the 3rd place, of course.
Just a little bit here and there going forward. You know, the first race international this season, you're always not quite where you want to be, but it's a building process. They're hoping to be the best at the World Championships, so this is just one step towards that.
K1 women, 500 metres. This is an Olympic event. Look out, lane number 5, of course, Lisa Carrington, but she's not going to have it easy. Anna Karatz in lane number 6 is on hot form. Lane number 8 is another hot Hungarian athlete. But first out of the blocks in lane number 7, the local heroine, it's Teresa Portela in the yellow boat. It's the new Senko boat, as you see. It has the inversed bow. Is that going to make a difference? As they approach up the line, Alana Nichols in lane number 3, again looking good. So here's a close-up of Portela. Lisa Carrington sitting back a little bit at the moment in the very distinguished black and white boat. Here's Christina Fazegas in your picture, as we see. 250 metres to go. There's 4 athletes in a line. Coming up to the line, Lisa Carrington takes it first. Hungary 2nd, Hungary 3rd. And it looks like Portugal going to take the 4th place. This shows the consistency. Lisa's dominated the last 4 years in the K1 200, and now she's really putting it together in the 500. No one can touch her in the last 200 metres. Confirmation of the official results: Lisa Carrington takes the gold from New Zealand, Anna Karatz, Hungary silver, Christina Fazegas, Hungary bronze, with Teresa Portela taking the 4th place. Controlling stress on a race day?
I think it's just thinking basically that, you know, having processes in place and having a plan for the day and focusing on the small things.
I find a corner in our tent and I just listen to music and relax.
I just focus on what I've done in training and do what I know I can do.
I handle stress by kind of just fooling around and not worrying, not stressing too much about the races, just focusing on other stuff.
How do you control stress?
I don't really know, but I was told by my sports psychologist that when you're under pressure, you always go back down to the level of your training, so that's why we train hard.
I think you just have to go out there and know that you've done the training and give it your all, that's all.
Most of the time I handle stress by listening to music or eating food.
Just take it as it comes.
It's 200 metres, it's the K2 Women's 200 metre A final. 2 boats from Spain, 2 boats from China. Portugal, Austria, Poland and Kazakhstan with Australia also in there. Who's going to be away first in the start? And it looks like the red-tip boat of Austria really putting it forward. Here's Voltakevich and Disniewska, both very fast paddlers. Coming in the midpoint of the course, it's very much a case of Lehachi and Schwartz from Austria taking it away. China also in with a chance. Portugal have one of the local girls who have Olympic experience coming up quickly. Is it going to be Portugal? Is it going to be Austria? 30 metres to go. It's going to be a very tight finish. Oh, Portugal are out of it. Austria take the lead. Poland second. Looks like China take third. You don't want to do that. Fall out when you're leading 15 metres from the end in a kayak. But the actual winners, as you can see, Victoria Schwartz in your picture. Her main event is the K2 500, where she took gold medal in the 2011 Worlds, obviously with a different partner. The Portuguese will need to analyse what went wrong. Here we go. Hits the side of the boat with the paddle. Overbalances. And Austria take the surprise victory. As you can see, Austria take gold, Poland take silver, and China take the bronze medal.
Yeah, the 200 the start was pretty good, and then we had actually a very good race the whole 200 meter through. The conditions are quite rough, but it's the same for everyone, so we are quite happy with the result, yeah.
Yeah, we was not preparing for the 200 meters because we had 25 minutes after the 500, so it was just a training for us, and we are happy to finish like that.
From the sprinters to the middle distance, back to another Olympic category, it's the men's K2 1,000 metre final. As you can see from this track, it is quite a strong tailwind coming out. First to show the Portuguese, Emmanuel Silva, João Ribeira. Silva, of course, took a silver medal in the 2012 Olympics. That was with Fernando Pimenta. Perhaps extraordinary athlete, Silva. When he was 16 years old, he was the champion in Portugal in the 500, 1,000 and 5,000 metres. New pairing this, Kenny Wallace and Lucky Tame. They've been together only a few months. In fact, their only other international outing was when they took silver medal in the Worlds in Moscow in 2014. Halfway mark, and as you'd expect, it's Portugal, Australia, and at the bottom of your picture is France. Arnaud Ibois and Etienne Hubert, who took out a great victory last year in the Szeged World Cup. In the Worlds, there was some confusion. They didn't even make it to the final, though. Very disappointed about that. Portugal, great local support. But we're coming up to the end of the race, and Australia have it. Kenny Wallace in your picture is the fastest sprinter. He takes it, half a boat length ahead of France, with Portugal falling back quite badly, in fact, taking the bronze. Lockie Tame in the back is a legend in surf lifesaving, and Kenny Wallace in the front, obviously an Olympic champion. Official results, Australia take the gold, France take the silver, and Portugal take the bronze medal, with Cuba coming up fast in 4th place.
I'm Naomi Flood, I'm from Australia.
And Lachlan Tame, also from Australia. We're both from a surf life saving background, so clubbies as we like to call it in Australia, but yeah, we get out and surf and have a good time.
It is hard starting a new sport because we know surf life saving and we know how to paddle a ski, It comes pretty naturally to us, and kayaking is really difficult, and it's a challenge every day. And I think you watch the greatest paddlers always learning something and always improving themselves. So,
like, coming from surf life saving, it can really teach you some good things, you know, like you could be the best you possibly could be on the day and obviously get knocked back and get knocked out and not win the potential race that you're supposed to win, but you got to be able to be better than that and come back again.
everyone's really supportive. The surf life saving community in Australia is really a lot of our team are clubbies, and everyone knows who everyone is, both on the beach and at kayak regattas. So everyone's really supportive, and they follow our progress. And
yeah, I personally had a bet to start kayaking to make the Olympics, so that's why I'm here.
The Australian way. It's unreal. It just goes too quick, and I think for me it happened so early at the start of my paddling career, and it was a great learning experience, but a sort of a poor time to have a learning experience. So knowing what I know now, which is a little bit more, I can go back and hopefully do it a lot better than I did in London. So I'm looking forward to the challenge and definitely getting closer to being the paddler I want to be.
The action continues thick and fast here. It's the K2 women over 500 metres. Can the Australian women replicate their men's performance? Hungary, a very powerful team. Anna Karatz, Ninetta Vad. Of course, they won the gold medal in the 2014 Moscow Worlds in the K2 200. And I wonder if they think it is a 200. Look at the speed they've gone out near the top of the picture. Anna Karatz, by the way, is going to be a huge test, because less than half an hour ago, she actually took the silver medal in the K1. Here you go in the picture. Both these girls last year in the K4 Worlds boats. Their main target is going to be to see if they can do it again for the Olympics. But New Zealand, also looking very powerful. They've had a wonderful season so far. These two girls, by the way, also going in the K4. But coming up to the line, it is going to be Hungary, taking from New Zealand. Who's going to take the third place? China take it on top. With Austria, again, they raced only a few minutes ago, so not surprising they ran out of steam. But a wonderful performance from Hungary. Only a small team here this weekend, but they know how to win races. Australia at the bottom of your picture in yellow. They just ran out of steam in the last 50 metres. Results. Hungary take the gold, New Zealand take the silver, and China take the bronze medal.
Yeah, thanks. It wasn't easy to do this two, so the K2 after the K1, but we are very happy because we can won this K2.
This next category is not Olympic yet, but it will be in Tokyo 2020. It's the C1 Women 200 metre final. 5 women in this competition. 2 from Canada, but you have to look out for the middle lane. She has the most amazing pedigree. Very tall, very strong. It's 22-year-old Laurence Vincent Lapointe from Canada. She's going to be a medical student, so that ties up for the next 6 years, which looks good for her career. The other girls in the picture can say twice the stroke rate, but with Vincent Lapointe, it is all out. Second at the top of your picture is 19-year-old Katie Vincent from Canada. And in the blue boat, it is Valdeniz Nascimento from Brazil, who took the bronze medal in the 2014 World Championships. The Spaniards, a little bit off the pace, 17 years old, not really surprising. But coming into the line, it is Canada all the way. Laurence Vincent Lapointe takes it with ease, to be fair. Second, Canada, and third, Brazil. Dominated the sport since she started in 2010. Bit of a difficult start from the Brazilian, but she manages to come back nicely. No doubt about the winner. Laurence Vincent-Lebrun for Canada takes gold, Katie Vincent silver for Canada, and Valdenice Nascimento for Brazil takes the bronze.
I'm really happy I got to prove to myself that I'm still able to do good races and be fast.
And now from the fastest canoeists to the fastest kayak women on the planet. It's the K1 Women 200-metre final. Lisa Carrington, lane 6. Carolina Naya has formed. Teresa Portello and Sarah Goyer from France was third in the Europeans a couple of weeks ago. That's an awful start from Lisa Carrington, the black and white boat in the middle of your picture. Great start from Teresa Portello, lane number 7. And up at the top, as you'd expect, in lane number 3, Sarah Goyer from France is really making good lanes. This is where you'd expect Lisa Carrington to really put the pedal down to the metal. I don't know how she's done it, but she does it every single time. She's pulling away from the field now. But the Cuban, Yusmani Rodriguez, is the only one to come with her at the moment. Moving into the last 80 metres, Lisa Carrington is going faster and faster. Look at that stroke rate. As they come over the line, New Zealand take it. Cuba, what a great result for them. Take the second, and France look like they've just stolen the third place. That's the double this weekend for Lisa Carrington. But look at her start, she's way back. Many of these athletes doubling up over the weekend as it is early in the season. Lisa Carrington, gold for New Zealand. Yusmari Rodriguez, silver for Cuba, and Sarah Goyer takes the bronze medal for France, with Carolina Naya just missing out for Poland.
Yeah, it was a really great weekend, I think, being the first World Cup and the first race of the season. It's nice to kind of have a line in the sand, see where I'm at, and yeah, give it a good go.
From the fastest women to the fastest men on the planet, it's the K1 men's 200-metre final. All eyes going to be in lane number 3, Marc de Jong. However, he didn't look too good in the heats yesterday. The French pair in lanes 5 and 6, however, did look good. Clearly, they also go in the K2 200 metres. 5 or 6 boats in a row. On the top in the yellow boat, it says the Cesare. But look at the speed of Maxime Beaumont. 190 strokes per minute. And there's all 5 of them in a blade. It looks like Sebastian Jouve is just leading at the moment, but it's too close to call. We know that Miklos Doulis at the bottom of your picture is certainly out of it. But it looks like in lane number 5, Maxime Beaumont is just ahead. Here they come. Marc de Jong in red coming back, but no, it is France takes the victory. From Canada. And Sebastian Jouve, you see in the blue sunglasses, it looks like he's taken third. I think that's going to be a spectacularly quick time of well. Ideal conditions. Significant wind and not too bouncy water. These guys reach 6.5 meters per second. And look at the acceleration from when they start. Maxime Beaumont in 33.996 takes the gold. Marc de Jong silver for Canada, and Sebastian Jouve takes the bronze for France.
Yeah, I'm very happy for this place. It's the first time I finish first in a great race, so I'm very happy, and to hear my national anthem is very great.
From 2 blades to 1. Same heartbeat though. It's the C2 men's 200-metre final. 5 teams entered this event. It's not an Olympic one. The Rosses from the top, 19-year-old and 22-year-old, look like they're being left at the moment. But in the bottom of your picture, it looks like Sleminski, as we saw earlier, is taking out a little bit of a lead from the Canadians and the Portuguese. Kazakhstan have well, good to see them entry, but they are being left behind at the moment. Sleminski, as you see in the back of the boat, very, very rangy. Putting the power down as they come through. The only team to bear with them is the Canadians. But as we approach the last 60 metres, no doubt about who's controlling this race. Viktor Glaznov and Vincent Sleminski from Poland take a significant victory. Canada second, Portugal third, Kazakhstan fourth, and the Ross brothers taking up the last place. That's a new partnership. I think they have other priorities this season, but it's very encouraging to see early in the year. Friendly slap on the back, well done. Poland take victory and gold, Canada silver, Portugal bronze medal. It's fast, it's furious. 36 men going at it full blast, K4 1,000 metre final. 3 of the 4 Australians make up the awesome foursome. Jordan Wood in the back is the newcomer. But not surprisingly, Portugal off to a good start. They silvered in the Worlds last year, silvered recently in the Europeans. But Spanish have 2 teams. It's the under-23 leading. That is a surprise. Can they hold it together, however? Top of your picture, 3 of them have black blades. Hanan's in the front, white headband, white blades. They should be coming up. Now it's neck and neck. But Australia, this must be very, very good for morale. It's a new formula, as I say. They are putting it together. 50 metres to go. Australia are controlling the race. David Smith in the front. Murray Stewart, Jacob Clear and Jordan Wood take a very encouraging victory. From the Spanish senior team, followed by the Spanish juniors. The winners. They're rotating the 4th man, someone else in the back, next week. Australia take gold in 2 minutes 48. Spain followed by Spain, with Portugal just missing out of the medals today. The last event we're going to show you today is the K4 Women 500 metre A final. 2 teams from Australia. Can they replicate the men? Hungary putting out a junior team. And Portugal also expected to do something well. Looking forward to seeing the New Zealand's Jamie Lovett, Amy Fisher, Kathleen Ryan and Kyla Imrie. 2 of the girls already medalled earlier in the day. Very experienced Portuguese team taking it out, however, with the Australians in an internal battle. And China, what can they do today? Well, so far, over the halfway mark, it is Portugal in control. But Poland could do something. Here goes the New Zealand 4. At the moment, with a few metres to go, it looks like they're controlling the race in the middle of the picture. But at the bottom, Karina Avrina Wojcicka, Anna Wojcik, Peter Michalajtek doing something, but no, New Zealand take the victory from Poland. 3rd across the line is Portugal. Can't see it on the graphics, but they did do it. Delighted. Jamie Lovett. They call her the brains behind the boat. She sets the stroke rate. They've only been together 3 months. Great combination. New Zealand take the gold, Poland take the silver, Portugal take the bronze medal. Thank you so much for Portugal. It's been a fantastic event. See you next time in Duisburg, Germany.